what's going on, everybody? We got a special treat for you today here on the Book Graveyard Vintage Genre Fiction Book Channel. Actually, you know what? It might not be special. It's definitely not a treat, but it is a book. It's this here, men's adventure book. Sci-fi men's adventure crossover, that is. Tracker number 2, Green Lightning, by Ron Stillman. Ron Stillman is actually fellow Ohioan Don Bendel, who was born in 1947, and he's still alive. Congratulations, Don. I hope you're out there living your best life. So the Tracker series had 8 entries. Our man Don Bendel only wrote the first 6. I don't know who wrote the other 2. This is number 2 in the series, so it's Don Bendel, so that's all that matters. The Tracker number 2 was released by Charter Books in 1990. It's science fiction. So it showed up on the Encyclopedia of Science Fiction website. Listen to this backhanded description of the Tracker. It states that the Tracker stories are told in a maliciously exaggerated parody of the conventions of this sort of fiction. So it is stating that this is a joke. This book is a parody. It's supposed to be silly. It's supposed to be ridiculous. It kind of makes me wonder, though, because this is the Encyclopedia of Science Fiction. What do they know about men's adventure? You know what I'm saying? Because I think that there's some men's adventure that they really mean it, that is just like this. So, I don't know. We're going to discuss it after the book's over, if we think it's parody, or if we think that it was legit, like he was, Don was really writing his hit men's adventure series novel here. And let's get to it.
I'm the result of Project HOS-1.
Tracker number 2 starts off with a one of my favorite starts, describing a long-legged lass, very sensually putting her stockings on and then shaving her mustache. Hold on a second. Shaving her mustache, what's going on? Turns out that the babe is actually undercover hitman Miguel Antiso something. He's in Cleveland. Ohio represent. He's in Cleveland for the Browns-Broncos game. It's going to be on Monday Night Football. Are you ready? Are you ready for some football? And he's in town. He's in town for this game dressed up as a lady undercover, because also in attendance is the President of the United States. So what's Miguel's job? Who hired him? Green Lightning hired him. That, of course, it's called Green Lightning. The book's called Green Lightning. Green Lightning hired him to take out that president. They said, you know what? This president is way too competent. This is hilarious, by the way. This president's too competent. We need a president with 0 political experience. Someone that they can manipulate. Now, why would the Green Lightning Society care about the President of the United States? Well, the Green Lightning Society is actually from Japan. They are known as Ryoku Rai Kyoki. They are an electronic Oriental mafia, their words, not mine, and they want to get away with their world crimes, and I guess this competent president, United States president, is in the way, so they got to take him out. So Miguel's in the crowd as his luscious alter ego, just doing his thing. He's looking around. He looks at the field. Number 80 of the Denver Broncos is acting weird. He's kind of like searching the crowd like he's looking for something. And Miguel thinks, that's odd. It's probably nothing. So, there's the president right there. So Miguel slips out his grenade launcher, right? He's got his grenade launcher in his stockings. I don't know where the hell he had this grenade launcher. And he takes it up, full in the crowd, to just take out the president. Lucky for us Americans, our beloved president is not in any real danger, because number 80 on the Denver Broncos team he's standing by the Gatorade cooler, and he pulls a rifle out of the Gatorade cooler. Is that even possible? I don't think so. It doesn't matter. He snipes Miguel President saved. So who is this man? Who's this number 80 on the Denver Broncos? What college did he go to? No, he's not a football player. He's our man. He's our guy. He's the tracker. He's Natty Tracker. United States Air Force. What is he? United States Air Force Major. Ninja in training. He's quarter Norwegian. He's quarter black. He's quarter Sioux. And he's quarter Tonto Apache. He's very evenly distributed racially. He's also a weapons and electronics master. Now, what's the backstory? Natty Tracker, even more than that. All that awesome stuff that I just said. Years prior to this happening, he was driving around his 1963 split-window Corvette and was hit by a drunk driver. And he got really messed up, and it blinded him. An ultimate soldier that he already was. He's a technological whiz. So he invents a set of glasses, a set of goggles that can help him see. Does all kinds of technological gobbledygook that probably doesn't exist, but is really cool and reminiscent of a 1970s action TV show. And of course, in true pulp vigilante tradition, he's insanely rich, and he spends his free time killing the enemies of our country. He has a meeting with the president after he saves his life, the competent president. And the president says, "Natty, how did you know? How did you know that wasn't a luscious hot babe?" "Well, sir, Adam's apple. Ladies don't have Adam's apple." And the president, dumb hick, "Well, gosh darn, Natty, you sure are smart." So the second chapter starts with a description. This is going to be kind of a long video because it's just so ridiculous. It's just so much fun. So the second chapter starts with this little tiny girl, curly cues, little Shirley Temple looking girl, and it really builds it up. Like, her hair is the sun. Her hair shines like the sunshine, filling our souls with love. And I was like, you already got me once. Tracker. With that leggy lady. I'm not falling for it again. And I know something bad's about to happen to this little girl, and it does. And it is brutal, and it is typical of these type of books where the villain is insanely villainous. It's just rough. Okay, so the dad does the things that dads should not ever do, and afterwards the little girl goes into his room while he's sleeping and she slits his throat. She kills him, which is cool. Hell yeah. The little girl is thrown into foster care, and of course the same thing happens over and over again throughout her life, and she kills all the guys that attack her, as she should. Yeah, put them in the ground, no problem with that. Okay, so now that she's an adult, she's kind of like a vigilante serial killer. And I only say serial killer because she collects trophies. What do you think these trophies are? Can you take a guess? Guess in the comments. That's right. She bites their dicks off. She will bite the man's dick off before she kills him, and then she has a jar of decapitated penis heads in her jar at her house. So what does this have to do with the story at hand? We're getting there. Green Lightning. Green Lightning has taken notice of her and her awesome skills of dick chomping and killing, and they want to hire her as they have a similar enemy. So this book is obviously, it's just going to jump all over the place, and it's very hectic, and it doesn't really get to the plot that quickly. And it has another introductory chapter where we meet another character, and it lasts for one chapter, and you're just like, why did I waste time doing that? But you know what? We're going to talk about it because it's really funny. The third chapter is about Reverend Orand. He's a preacher in a church, in South Carolina church. He's also a cokehead. He does lots of cocaine. He's got a $500 a day habit. So how does he fund this? He sells the cocaine also. He sells it to all the deadbeats in town, and also to the upper echelon members of his congregation, because obviously, like, high society people that go to church do lots of cocaine. As he's in charge of the church, he is also in charge of the morgue. It's somehow connected. And He gets the drugs from Colombia. They ship him dead bodies from Colombia. Why? Who knows? Doesn't matter. And the bodies are filled with cocaine. He gets the cocaine out of the corpses, and then he gives them to his brother, who owns the slaughterhouse. And then they take the bodies and they grind them up and mix them up with the hamburger that goes out to all the grocery stores in town. So people eating human meat in this story for no reason, doesn't have anything to do with anything. They just threw it in there and it's awesome. So what does this have to do with the plot? One day the body stops showing up and the Reverend is like, what the hell's going on? Japanese man shows up. He's got a bag of Coke, bag of the good stuff. And he's like, here's your new shipment there, buddy. We're taking over. And then he puts in the VCR, puts the tape in the VCR, and it's footage of the Japanese syndicate killing the Colombian drug dealer. And they're like, here, you don't mess with us. We're your new contacts. This is how it's going to go from now on. So we got the Green Lightning Syndicate going after the President of the United States, and also going out this Reverend with a small cocaine business in South Carolina, who never appears again. It never comes up again. I guess they're just showing you like what's going on with Green Lightning. So finally we're back to Tracker. He just got done banging his smoking hot Native American girlfriend. Who's also like a kindergarten teacher. I love the wholesome lady trope who falls in love with the manly man. Post-coitus, ninjas attack the house. She hides under the bed sheets. I don't know. And then he goes out there and fights the ninjas, kicks ass. And he's taking a lot of them down, but all of a sudden a ninja pops in and he's in a precarious position and he doesn't know what to do. He's about to be killed by this ninja. And all of a sudden the ninja's shot. Seems he's got some help. Who would help Natty Tracker? Well, next door is a house full of KGB agents who've been assigned by the Russian government to keep an eye on Natty because they want his technological secrets. So they rented the house next door to him. So he just constantly has this house of KGB agents living next to him who like say, hey Natty, morning. And so Natty's like, looks over and he sees the KGB guy and he's like, thanks, Boris. And Boris is like, yes, those ninjas were out to get you, but we need your information, so I had to save you. That was my Russian, by the way, thanks. So there we go. It's probably too much Tracker for you already, right? So we better introduce another character. This time we're back in Japan. It's a female assassin, a female spy that works for Green Lightning. Her character introduction is that she kills a traitor at the board meeting, Monday morning meeting, chops some fucking dude's head off. And she's tasked with hiring the serial killer vigilante lady from the beginning. So finally it's wrapping around. It's all making sense. And then we get her, I don't know, picking up this lady, and she tells her that Natty Tracker is a horrible rapist, and she knows that's going to get her going. So the serial killer lady, blonde curly haired girl from the beginning, meets Natty in a bar, sets something up, but Natty Tracker's no fool. He knows something's up, turns the tides, and gets information about the Green Lightning crew, whatever. It's very muddled, okay? It's not just me. It's very muddled. And then you expect like a cool fight scene or something, but all he does is like call the cops, and the cops come and pick up this woman, the serial killer lady, the dick chomping serial killer lady, vigilante, and that's it. And then she's out of the book. You're like, wow, all that setup. I got to see her abused by grown men as a child, and for nothing. All right, so wow, this is a long one. If you're still with me, thank you. You stuck around long enough for the second ninja attack, and I appreciate that. Ninjas come back. They get Natty. They capture him, take him to a warehouse. This is a sci-fi book, remember? I forgot. We forgot all about it. So he's captured, and he can unscrew the top of his finger, and he's got like lock-picking tools and little scissors. I don't know, trims his mustache. But he's also got like a bomb in there, a tiny bomb, and he escaped, whatever. He escapes, jumps out the window, but he's naked. They stripped him naked before they tied him to the chair. He runs out the building, through the window. He's naked, running through the streets, fighting ninjas. Naked man fighting ninjas. I just imagine it like 3 ninjas lined up, right? 1, 2, 3, and he just does like a roundhouse. Like the first pop takes that ninja out, then his giant dong takes out the middle one, and his third, boom, 1, 2, 3, ninjas down. He commandeers a car. It's like, hey, I got to get out of here. Stop the car, and he jumps in, and of course, it's a very, very attractive red-haired woman whose name is. You ready for this? I was shocked by this. Not shocked, I guess, whatever. Her name is D-Light. Like the band, D-Light. And she has red hair. This book came out the same year that Groove is in the Heart was huge. So I'm thinking that, I think that Dan had a little crush on Lady Miss Keir, and he put her in the story. So obviously it's his fantasy. So what do you think is about to happen? I could tell you it'd be crude. Let's just put it like this. Then, you know what? Who cares? Who cares? The rest of the story is him fighting ninjas, fighting the green lightning, sort of, not really. There's more hitmen that he takes down. He goes to Japan, he comes back, he bangs D-Light again, goes back to Japan. He takes down the syndicate, he takes down the Green Lightning Syndicate by messing with their financial institutions. It's not even a fight. There's no showcase showdown. He just gets on a computer and takes out their bank accounts. And that's the end. That's the end. So what did we think about Tracker? Was it a parody? Did he mean it? Did Don mean it when he wrote this? Man, I am on the fence. It's very ridiculous. And it seems like it was written really fast. A lot of these men's adventure books are like that, though. I mean, was it enjoyable? Sure, if you're into the B action movies and books, then hell yeah. I mean, you heard it has fucking ninjas. It has babes. It has naked dudes fighting ninjas. I will say that if you're a science fiction fan and you're expecting a true science fiction men's adventure crossover, you will probably be disappointed. He uses his glasses like every once in a while, I don't know, beep boop boop, and like the grid comes up, or maybe he sees a person, and then he unscrews his finger and has the tools. But other than that, there's not much science fiction in there. So that was a bit of a disappointment, because that is what I was hoping for. I was hoping for lots of science fiction, real science fiction men's adventure crossover. I don't know. It's okay. We'll give it 3. We'll give it 3 D-Lights. We'll give it 3 grooves in our heart.